Hey guys, for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my Project Use It Up for Victoria's Secret Amber Romance. Now, eventually I want to do a video where I review the whole Victoria's Secret core line with the exception of Rush and Temptation, just because I don't believe that those are longer available and I was never able to purchase those online. But I do have the rest of the collection, so I'll share with you guys my thoughts on those ones. But this video is going to be just on Victoria's Secret Amber Romance and all of the scent combos that I have tested out with it. So for Amber Romance, this is a powdery ambery fragrance. It says it has scent notes of deep amber, sugar kisses, and chasing sunsets. Simply put, this is a deeper, more sensual, powdery amber scent. I would say when I first tried this, I didn't care for it that much. I believe I got this around 2020 or 2021. I thought it leaned a little powdery for my taste, kind of in a way where it's slightly animalic. And animalic can go in different ways. This one went slightly antique store animalic, where it's a little bit kind of like smells like dusty books and kind of like that old furniture type of smell. That's what this one kind of leans in the direction of. But when I tried it again more recently, I got more of the sweetness of it. There's this really nice, sweet, powdery kind of scent. It has like a lot of vanilla in here as well. I really do like amber in my fragrances. Now, I'm not sure exactly what true amber smells like, other than I imagine it smelling kind of like sticky, kind of sweet, kind of like tree sap, kind of earthy a little bit. That's the only thing I can think of, and I know amber fragrances like these don't have a true amber scent in them. They just kind of supposed to resemble that. I feel like this one, it resembles what I would imagine more of a true amber scent to smell like, because it's very powdery, kind of has that slight animalic where it's slightly earthy type of fragrance. So this one does kind of make me think of that. I would also say this scent reminds me a little bit of root beer. If you guys smell root beer, it's like very sweet. It has like this that barky kind of like root note to it. And that's what this one has. Now, it's not like super sweet like root beer, but it leans slightly in that direction. I would say root beer is a lot sweeter though. This one still has a lot more powderiness in it, and it has some vanilla, some powdery notes. But overall, I do like this one. When I wore it for the first few days, I was really loving it. I would say after a while, I did get sick of it because of the powdery notes that it has. So I think with this one, if I wear it, I would pull it out more occasionally rather than wearing it day to day. But it is a good scent. As of right now, I think I would rate it about, you know what? I'm going to save that for the other video. I did rate the Aqua Kiss because that one was probably one of my least favorites. I would say this one I definitely like more than Aqua Kiss. But overall, it has great longevity, great projection. It does stand the test of time. And I like that it's different. It's a very unique scent for Victoria's Secret. If you guys smell Rapture, that one's too animalic for me. It's very antique store heavy. It reminds me of the way antique stores smell. It reminds me of like dusty, kind of like musty bookshops. It kind of gives me caveman vibes. It's just a little too much for me, a little too powdery, a little too dusty, musty. This one, however, it's a lot more doable. There's a lot more vanilla here. It's a lot lighter, a little bit fresher than that one. That one's just a little too mature for me. So this one's the easy, more wearable version. If you don't like this one, I'd say do not get Rapture, okay? Do not. If you like this one, maybe if you like that very like homey antique store kind of old lady type of smell, you might like that one. Okay, anyways, for the review. This one is comparable actually to Amber Dreams or Sugared Amber Dreams by Pacifica. This one, however, I do like a little bit more because it's a little bit more sugary. It has that brown, almost like brown sugar kind of note. It's very sugary, very sweet. Whereas this one's just more like creamy vanilla, kind of sweet. But both are really good. If you guys are looking for the more perfumey version, this Pacifica Sugared Amber Dreams is very similar to Amber Romance, but it's more grown up. But if you want the younger or cheaper version that is a little bit less sugary, get Amber Romance. As for the ones I've tried it with, I'll start off with Bare Vanilla Luxe. This one, it's bomb combo. It smells heavenly together. These pair so well. It gives Amber Romance a deeper marshmallow kind of scent. Amber Romance kind of adds a powderiness to it, so it's like a powdery marshmallow, but it's very sweet, slightly smoky, beautiful together. I love this. Okay, the next one, Cheirosa 62. This smells delicious together. It brings out the pistachio and almost a cherry-like note to it. I think it brings Amber Romance a little bit more life. It slightly leans hairsprayish, which 62 kind of does originally, but it does it more with Amber Romance because it's powdery, so just keep that in mind. But overall, it's good together. I like this one. And it just kind of brings Amber Romance to life a little bit. Then I tried it with 79 by Mimic. This is supposed to be the Tom Ford Lost Cherry dupe. This is, it says it's vanilla cherry wood. So yeah, it's the Lost Cherry dupe. This one I did really like. It's sweet, beautiful cherry with a sexy amber, and it smells delicious together. So really enjoyed these. Next, I tried Amber Romance with Mix Bar Vanilla Bourbon. These smell delicious. It's like a delicious woody vanilla, sexy amber scent. I really, really like this. So it's very similar to the way the other one smelled, kind of like delicious and sexy. This one too, but it leans on that woody vanilla kind of side. It gives, Amber Romance gives it a little bit more powderiness to it too. Next one I tried is Warm Vanilla Sugar. These two together, they smell like a floral, warm brown sugar vanilla scent with amber. So it's good. It's not super strong though, but with Warm Vanilla Sugar, it adds more of like this brown sugar, warm vanilla aspect. And Amber Romance adds kind of like that ambery aspect, and they do pair really nice together. I think it just kind of makes it smell even more like brown sugar. So love these together. Next, I tried it with Pink Sunset Sorbet. These go very well together. I liked this combo with Amber Romance even better than 62. I thought it was a little bit smoother with these two together. I also thought that you kind of get the hairspray note in it as well, with the addition of the more powdery note that Amber Romance brings in Sunset Sorbet. But it kind of, it's like the same realm. If you guys have ever smelled the Tree Hut version of the 62, which is Tropic Glow, it's kind of in that same type of realm. It's really good. It's a little bit powdery, a little bit hairspray leaning. Overall, they pair very nice together. You get almost this cherry note without there being cherry in it. And yeah, it just really, and the papaya just adds that extra touch to it. Okay, next I tried it with Star Smoked Amber. It's like a more powdery caramel version of Amber Romance. Star Smoked Amber is woody marshmallow scent. It's deeper, it's more sensual when you add the two, and more grown. And it kind of adds this mysterious vibe. Um, and it's a lot more smoky, like a smoky vanilla version of Amber Romance. So I really love these together. I feel like Star Smoke Amber, I definitely like more than Amber Romance. But it kind of has that same vibe, but they took more like that Bonfire Bash. To me, that's what Star Smoke Amber reminds me of. If you mix Amber Romance with Bonfire Bash, you would get Star Smoked Amber. But it's beautiful together. And if you guys smell the new, that like autumn one, the like coffee type of autumn scent that Victoria's Secret came out with, I feel like it's kind of like the same, very similar to Star Smoke Amber, if not like a dupe for it. Okay, the next one I tried with Amber Romance is a Moon Spiced Apple. Okay, I love Moon Spiced Apple so much. It smells like a caramel apple glaze. It's very sweet, but more deep with the Amber Romance added to it. So it just adds more depth. It adds more of this sensual grown touch. It gives some powderiness to Moon Spice Apple when you add Amber Romance. But Amber Romance blends nicely with it, and it gives a more powdery caramel vibe type of scent along with caramel apple glaze. So this is just beautiful together. I really like these two. I do like Moon Spice Apple just by itself, not gonna lie, but with the two, it just adds a little bit more depth. Okay, the next one I tried is this one with, so I tried it with the Pink Sugar by Aquilina. So the Pink Sugar gives a nice powdery note to Amber, or no, I was gonna say, the Amber Romance gives a nice powdery note to Pink Sugar, and it makes it just smells really good together. So to me, think of like powderiness in like a caramel way, like a powdery caramel version of Pink Sugar. That's what it does, and it smells really good together. I think these blended so nicely. Okay, next one I tried was Choco Musk with it. Choco Musk is similar to Pink Sugar, I feel like, and there's another vanilla scent, like the Autremere one. That's what it reminds me of a little bit, but it's like the chocolate version. So it's like a very sweet, milky, like tonic kind of chocolate milk type of scent, but it makes it a little bit more powdery. It adds like a powdery kind of like caramel note when you add Amber Romance to it. So really love the two together. It's very delicious. Okay, next thing I tried with it is La Vie Est Belle. So if you add La Vie Est Belle to Amber Romance, it kind of smells more spicy, like in a ginger way. Think of Tuiles de Hermes, the El Pauvre version, where it smells spicy, kind of powdery too, in like a caramel way. It smells decadent together. But I have to say it wasn't like my favorite. This one would probably be my least favorite combo with it, honestly. I think I prefer both of these alone more. I just felt like there's times where I really liked it and times where I didn't. So I felt like it didn't stay nicely together. There are times when the ginger popped more or whatever, but overall these weren't the perfect blend. But it was nice. I'd say if you want that ginger kind of scent, I'd stick to the El Pauvre by Hermes, or stick to La Vie Est Belle by itself. Or, you know, I just felt like together they weren't like my favorite. Okay, the last one I tried was last year's version of Sunset Glow. So it adds this nice cherry seltzer touch to Amber Romance. Brings up more of that hairspray note because of the powderiness it has, but not too much. I felt like if I added the new version of Sunset Glow, it would be a little too powdery for this scent. But I like these together, and it adds an extra fruitiness that I feel like Amber Romance could use. So I did like these together as well. This was nice. But yeah. All right, you guys, those are all the scent combos that I've tried with Amber Romance. Although I didn't completely use it up, I used most of it. I'll probably will still continue to use this, but I liked all of these together. I will do a future video. My next Victoria's Secret one will probably be on Pure Seduction. But thank you guys so much for watching and hope you guys have a great day.